as is tradition, we need to talk about if that new Thunder Dragon support, yes, that hot new archetype, is going to be worth your quick investment. So let's ask the question. And through the power of science, we're going to try to answer this through previous examples of card prices and things like that. And maybe you guys will be able to decide if you are going to pre-order this really, really expensive archetype. It's so bad. Alright, let's dig on into this discussion, shall we? This is going to be a big video topic for a lot of you, so I hope that this honestly hits home. And we're going to be talking about pre-sales for Thunder Dragons right now. Now, Ideal 808's pre-sales that they put on eBay have passed. There's still a few of them that you can reach and try to grab, but it's pretty ridiculous when it comes to this stuff. And if you're looking at just this little search right here, these are from Australia coming up. Let's see here. Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles no longer exist, which means pre-sales are just going to get even more ridiculous for the player base. To the one person that commented being like, oh no, you know, House of Champs is ruining the secondary market by promoting Yu-Gi-Oh! No, they were helping make cards cheaper. Alright, you all need to understand that. Now that Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles has been removed from the equation, I'm expecting the secondary market to be a lot worse than it actually is. Got that out of the way. Okay, cool. Number 2. Should you buy Thunder Dragons? At sneak peek, should you pre-order them? We're going to look at that this video, and we're going to answer that question in probably the best way that I know how, which is looking at market trends, baby. Now, there's something a lot of people forget, and that is this is a core set. We get an unlimited printing, comes special editions, and there's a little thing coming out of the floodgate. Shit's going to be really expensive. Now, in previous sets, the big money secret rare, the thing that was an essential staple, you know, when you look at something like Boral Sword, it started off at 50 and only slightly raised. Now, do I think the Thunder Dragon secret rares deserve to be around this range? Absolutely not. Even things as good as the Danger Monsters. Bigfoot, besides new support, was touching around the $40 mark on release. I'm expecting the same thing for Thunder Dragon support. And the reason that we bring this up is you're basically paying for that pre-order slot to kind of secure your cards. So we'll come back to this in a little bit, but I want to bring up some of the stuff. There have been 10 of these sold in the last hour from Ideal 808. Let's let that sink in. 28 in total, sold at $15 a piece. Now, if we come back over here to Saiho, for example, something like Zeger was only touching the $10 mark for the longest time. I mean, granted, Cyber Dragons aren't the most competitive deck. You know, you do have variance between like Tier 1.5 and Tier 2, but will it remain $10? Cyber Dragon Hertz and Cyber Dragon Zeger say no, they won't. Even things like Chupacabra were only touching the $4 to $5 mark, you know, and that's just your prime examples. Looking back at other sets, you know, staples are much more expensive as opposed to cards that generically go in every deck. Once again, ultra rares, multi-faker, $8 at the most. So I'm expecting something like Fusion. It's not going to be $15. I 10 at the most, maybe 12 going into release week here. You know, I'm amazed to see that all these copies sold, but understand, community, that yes, Thunder Dragon is going to be a good deck, but Goki, Sky Striker still predominantly exist in the current format. There's nothing to really... Yes, the deck's got a lot of power, and yes, the deck will stand in pinnacle to those two, but those two decks still have an inherently stronger matchup until something gets limited. And if you're picking up Thunder Dragons right out of the floodgate with the intent to, well, they're not going to get hit anytime soon, you can bet your ass Gold Shark's going to get hit on the next list as a means to kind of check the deck. But Fusion 15, no siree. Now, this one was rather shocking to me as well. 21 copies of Thunder Dragon Colossalus have sold at $60 a card. Once again, let's come back over to our prime example over here of the danger monsters. You know, case in point, you look at something like Bigfoot, you look at Nessie, $40, $45. Now, can I play these particular cards in other decks? Oh yeah, there's decks that were splashing the Thunder Dragon engine. Dinosaurs are a big primary example of just decks that can take advantage of the engine. But even with Dangers getting their next round of support, like, this is still only the number that you're seeing here. Now, the only big difference here that I could see somebody making an argument for is when Dangers were released, they weren't good. They've only started getting their hype at this point, as opposed to something like Thunder Dragons coming out of the floodgate is going to be strong. I'm still saying that we're going to be touching that $40 mark on the big Thunder Dragon monsters, but $60, once again, you're paying for that security. For some reason, if the card surpasses the $60 mark, you're like, oh cool, like, I locked it in, I got it. You're paying for the security of mind, the guarantee to have it shipped to your door the Monday after release. You should have it, because Ideal usually ships on Friday. So there is that. Once again, security of mind. Now, the other particular support, there wasn't, I didn't see a lot of this coming across the secondary market. 7 have sold. I mean, you don't even really play this card, but it's just kind of there. Same thing with the 100 Thunders. You don't really play this. It's just kind of there. Like, coming back over here, the amount of these available on the secondary market just for pre-order doesn't particularly look that interesting. Now, we're going to pull up this listing. This one was catching my attention. So, we're going to just... Oh, Trap Trick is sold out. Where do they have Thunder Dragon Colossalus at? Rarity, Secret Rare. They have it listed at $70 on conversion. Jesus. That is nuts. Search for Ultra here. I'm kind of curious to know what this person has listed this stuff at. Cyberclock Dragon. Alright, Thunder Dragon Fusion. They have it listed at $20. That's not horrible. Thunder Dragon Roar, they have listed at $16.66. And then Thunder Dragon Dragon Dark, $16.66 again. I think they just kind of listed all these the same. Yeah. Thunder Dragon Dragon Hawk is $16. Ugh, that's a lot. Now, back to the secret rares here. Let's see. Now, with just secret rares in general, you're probably going to be looking at a good chunk here. You know, Thunderbird, they've listed at $50. That's ridiculous, man. Thunder Dragon Titan, $70. 128 have sold? What? Wow. Thunder Dragon Colossalus? What is going on? Where do they have Suchi Nikos at? 50. This set's pre-sales are ridiculous. There's a Dragon Roar available. This was the only other one that I could find, and the feedback's pretty meh over here. But 13 copies have sold. 6 are available. And I mean, there's nothing to prevent these sellers from canceling your order. I think it's something else people need to understand. When you look at things like this with pre-sales, I mean, at least with a bigger name company like Ideal 808, like, you're going to be secure. You have that ease of mind that your order's not going to get penalized. You know, you're going to be, fine. Ideal 808's usually extremely good with honoring orders. I've actually not heard any issues with them, but these pre-sale prices are ridiculous. Once circulation goes into effect, I think a lot of these prices are going to calm down. I think we're kind of just at that point right now that the player base is just kind of losing their mind. Like, oh my god, like, I gotta have it now. Like, it's kind of in the mentality with a lot of players I've been talking to. People are just, they're worried. And I don't know why they're worried about Thunder Dragons. I don't know. This deck isn't as good as people make it out to be. The deck is good, but like I said, when you're still in a format of Sky Striker and Goki, yes, you have one more deck coming to the table, but Sky Striker and Goki are still cheaper than what you're paying on these pre-orders. Like, So let this again. The short and sweet to this video is, hell no, these pre-orders aren't worth it. Alright? I'm shocked to see the number of these that have absolutely sold. That's nuts to me. Alright, like, good job, Ideal. You did it. You sold a lot of copies of these. A lot of people are worried for some reason about this. So I don't, it's not worth it to order at these prices. This is ridiculous to me. Granted, like, sneak peeks in a couple of days, but man, this secondary market is crazy. That's all I got for this video. Please leave a comment down below. Do you think it's worth it to pre-order Cyber Dragon or Thunder Dragon cards? All right, guys. The ride never ends, guys. Make sure you enable those notifications to get the latest videos that are being posted on this channel. Make sure you guys check out VanCole40 for my Cardfight Vanguard channel. And join me and House of Champions on the Zodiac Duelist TV Twitch stream. We'll be interacting with our audiences. And please check out No Limit Gaming and LGTCG.com for the cheapest trading cards on the market. Thanks for watching, guys, and please have a good day.